nothing but the truth, the truth. Love, it just takes two. So you and I can make our future history. See, girl, baby, I show you love. I like the way you seem to know what's on my mind, baby. See, I know my love will warm your soul, and you'll see the movie on the floor all night, baby. Love is on the dancing floor, baby. It's our night, our night. We're gonna let a few more people come up in here, y'all. Let's let a few more people get in and hit those likes, you guys. Hit those likes. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? We need to make sure of that first before I start running my mouth, man. Off Dirty Cosmos. What's happening, family? What's happening, family? Y'all can hear me good? Y'all can hear me? Okay, cool, cool. You know, I got to vibe before I start. Now, I got to vibe on the music before I start. What's up, April? Loving you exactly what I need. Sing it out, sing it out. Show your love. Girl, you seem to know what's on my mind, babe. See, I know my love will warm your soul. What's up, April? Share the live. Toasting for the love. People raise your hands. The frequency is right. So let's just spot tonight. Damage Kisses in the house. I'm good, April. Y'all share this live. I know it takes YouTube a minute to shoot it out to my people. Share the live. Give me the hearts. Let's raise that algorithm. This is for the steppers. That's that feel good music, y'all. What's up, Bridget? Yep. Share that live. Y'all don't know nothing about that good music. See, sometimes I just want to play the whole song all the way through, y'all, because it just feels so good. Listen, we have to raise the frequency because as we get started with this show, it's another interesting one, you guys. It seems like there's never, ever a lack of stories that will just blow your mind. I mean, a lack of stories. Share the live, you guys. Share the live. We're waiting for a few more people to get in here. We're going to get started. Seems like there is not a lack of stories here in the USA. It's always something cutting edge. This is a controversial conversation we're going to have. But I'll tell you, man, every time I am looking up and I see a new story and I'm like, ooh wee, should I cover this? Should I talk about this? And then I say, yes, I should. Yes, I should. I mean, this story is crazy, you guys. Where are my peeps at? Let me say what's up to some of my people. Hold up. Now, I started my live and then my notification, then I deleted it and it started it back. So I was trying not to do that, but I ended up opening up my YouTube channel and then it deleted it didn't allow me to go back into my original live that I sent out. Old Dirty said, Stone brother, we need to get cracking on the martial arts flick you told me about all those years ago. You know I still got my ninja moves. Oh, it's going down. I got these movies and I got this series that I'm actually going to start working on. So make sure that I have your information because I'm utilizing all the martial artists in my circle for this film. So it's definitely going down. That and this series that I have that's coming. Let's get into the story, you guys. So Cosmos, make sure that you email me. Before we end, I'll make sure that you can get my email address, okay? I don't know if you still have it, but let's get into the story, you guys. Another controversial situation. I don't know, man. It's like a never ending cesspool of ridiculous stories. And we have a couple today, but they're going to blow your mind, especially the second one. Especially the second one. The second one is really going to have you kind of like, damn, really? Let's get into it. Fox News insulted Jasmine Crockett because they fear intelligent black women. That's right, I said it. Let's say it again. Fox News insulted Jasmine Crockett because they fear, intelligent black women. Now, we all know how Fox News operates, you guys. They're very controversial, as in this title. And I mean, just be prepared, you guys, because we're going to go in on this story in the next one. It's just kind of crazy. In this op-ed, Dr. Stacey Patton picks apart Fox News host Lisa Kennedy Montgomery's latest insult against Representative Jasmine Crockett and calls them what they are. There it is. Now, I love Jasmine Crockett. Why? I feel like she's a great representation of the African American community via African American women. To me, Jasmine Crockett is the shish. I don't care what nobody says. I love her bravado. I love how she speaks. I love how she carries herself. And more importantly, I love her passion for her community and for what she believes in. We don't have enough people like this, you guys. You got to understand, we do not have enough people like we're lacking our Martin Luther Kings. We're lacking our people that are really leading for the community. Even though she is a politician, when she speaks, she stands for righteousness, but she also stands for her people. Excuse me. And she does not like the bullshit. So let's call it what it is. She does not appreciate the bullshit. And whenever she sees the bullshit, she calls it out. We need more women like that. In politics, particularly. I like Candace Owens. There's some people that don't like her. I like her because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that she's married to a white man. I like that she is very articulate, she's sharp, and she knows what the French fries she's talking about. Let's read. Her incompetence is beastie. This is what was said about her. Jasmine, let's go back so you understand who I'm talking about. Jasmine Crockett, these are the things that were said about her. Her incompetence is beastie. What is that supposed to mean? We're going to continue to read. She certainly is a mental deficient. You hear this shit, you guys? She's a dum-dum, and you can't take her seriously. These are the things that are said about an educated woman. Not only that, an educated black woman. She's a recalcitrant piece of garbage. These are the things that they said about her. She's massively incompetent. They love using the word incompetent. I'm noticing they're replaying that word. They're regurgitating that word about her over and over again. Why is it that when we have, it's two things. If you're not a Sambo, they're typically happy when we have Sambo black folks. For those of you that understand don't know what the Sambo black folks are, those are the shucking and jiving black folks that, do the song and dance for the man. She's not a Sambo kind of person. So anytime there's an issue with a black person that seems to be articulate and educated, there's always going to be a problem with them. Understand this. This is what Fox News, Lisa Kennedy Montgomery, trying to demon Representative Jasmine Crockett 5 times in a single rant. But all the petty derision reveals nothing about Congresswoman Crockett and far more about Kennedy's own intellectual bankruptcy. Moral squirrel and her talent for cheap, performative, and cruelty masquerading as political commentary. The only real skill she's honed is making the shallow sound edgy to people too dim-witted to notice. She's too damn-witted, but they say too dim-witted to notice. She's too dim-witted to notice, they say. If Kennedy had a real argument, she would have needed to stack 5 personal insults on top of each other like a sad little Jenga tower of insecurity. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I noticed the replay of words that she was using over and over again to try to degrade Jasmine Crockett. All right. A truly intelligent, competent commentator wouldn't rely on crude, empty attacks in place of reasoned critique. She needed 5 insults because she had nothing else. No substance, no evidence, no point, no working brain cells, just spit and bile. Just look how hard she had to work just to prove she had nothing. And ultimately, she demonstrated that she's the one who's actually mentally deficient. Now, understand who we're speaking of. We're talking about Miss Kennedy from Fox News who insulted Jasmine Crockett. This is not allegedly. I'm breaking this down to you. What happened? This is exactly what happened. I mean, this woman's kind of amazing to me. That she and I've seen her do this to a lot of people. She really loves. She'll stack them words up. You know, you'll start listening to the words and she'll stack them back to back, and she'll be saying shit about black folks. And her wordplay is always the same wordplay. She'll switch the words around and reverse them and stack them and keep saying stuff to try to degrade that person, but never giving facts on what this person is or isn't or what they have not done. Kennedy's rant came after Crockett dared to call out Donald Trump's racist and wrong remarks about the president of Liberia speaking such good English. When Crockett labeled Trump's words for what they were, GOP rapid response machine snapped into great Kennedy simply picked up the baton. So Kennedy picked up the baton. She ran with it for Fox News. She didn't contest a single fact. She went straight for the oldest, most cowardly trick in the racist playbook: smear the black woman's intelligence, reduce her to dum-dum, make sure the audience sees her as unworthy of basic respect. It's pathetic and so damn predictable. As we know, that happened to me yesterday with the guy calling me a clown and all that stuff. This is the tactic they use. They, as in whoever fucking uses it. Doesn't matter, black or white or whatever, indifference. Kennedy knows she can't beat Representative Crockett on substance. She can't out-argue her. Crockett is a civil rights attorney, a sitting member of Congress, a woman who can dismantle Republican talking points with her eyes closed and one hand tied behind her back. She is sharp, fearless, and unbothered by conservative fragility, and that terrifies mediocre bigots like Kennedy. I don't know, man. What do you guys think about this? This is an ongoing thing with the Kennedy lady, and it's strange, but she does this all the time. Is it me, or have you guys not seen how she operates? Have you ever watched her and how she operates? Have you not? I'm asking you guys. Have you guys not? What's up, Leslie? Have you guys? Jordan said never carried a purse. Jordan never carried a purse, but LeBron does. Hello from Nuremberg, Germany. Welcome, welcome, Nuremberg. I got some friends in Nuremberg. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We always love our overseas folks. We love our overseas folks. You guys, I'll be honest, my overseas folks come in, y'all hold it down. I appreciate you guys for being interested enough to come to this channel. But I'm asking you, have you noticed the antics of Kennedy's? Old Dirty Cosmo said they don't want Black Wall Street to make a return. Of course, that's an absolute fact. Leslie Merle said, hello, Stone. Hello, Leslie. It's good to see you. Chef Banner's in the house. CC, my moderators, Cambodian Mystique's in the house. My crew, Bridget's in the house. Everybody, all my faithful and loyal folks that come in early come in. And we got Nuremberg, Germany in the house now. So we do appreciate that. I'm sorry, you guys. Sorry about that. I had some soda this morning. So if that's, well, not really soda, but I had something that had that little, bubbly. Damaged Kisses said, truth, Bridget. CC said she speaks out for sure. Dolores says she lets them have it. Let's continue to read, you guys. This is the same Lisa Kennedy who made her name being smarmy on MTV in the 90s, who rebranded herself as a libertarian edgelord, smearing and working people's needs, and who has built a career in conservative media, serving up sarcastic punchlines, levels takes for an audience desperate for reassurance they'll never have to take black women seriously. Kennedy isn't offering critiques. She's offering white folks a comfortable fantasy where no black women is ever smarter than they are. These stories are just kind of incredible to me because as I see these stories every day, it's rather shocking sometimes because I'm like, how come we're not respecting people for their intelligence and their stance? And how come we're not listening to people for their real stories? If I'm telling you a story and I'm giving you facts, why are you dismantling my stories? Sadai, thank you for the $5 super chat. It's good to see you, Sadai. We miss you also, Sadai. It's been a minute. We haven't seen you. Share this live. Hit the hearts, you guys. Hit the hearts. Let's boost the algorithm up now. Hit those hearts. She's the human embodied of smug mediocrity. This is a woman who leveraged the aesthetics of rebelliousness into a decades of long gig kissing the ring of right swing power while pretending she's too hip to care about the damage. She's the hype who rails against government overreach but has no problem with state violence at the border or political black communities, the kind of libertarian who mocks students' debt relief but wants her rich pals' taxes cut. Her rich pals' taxes cut. Kennedy has no policy chops. She's not serious. She's a lazy performer who built her brand on eye-rolling facts, ridicule snarks, and the crumbles the second you ask her for actual ideas. She's a sort of TV pundit who thinks being mean is the same thing as being smart. She's paid to pander to viewers who want to hear that even the most obviously intelligent black woman in the room is a dum-dum, because that lie is easier for them to swallow than gagging on the facts that she's one of the dullest minds in the room. They quote her again, what she said about our sister. She said she's a recalcitrant piece of garbage. Boy, she loves using these punchline words. The line is a window into Kennedy. Is she's a smug, washed-up cable clown with traded, boy, they going in on her, traded critical thinking skills that once pretended to have for the cheapest form of white grievance theater. She's not a serious commentator. She's a professional bigot whisperer whose job is to sneer, belittle, and dehumanize black women who won't stay in the roles her audience finds comfortable. Did I not say this yesterday? Did I not say that as soon as African Americans start speaking any sort of truth, here we go. John White says, sounds like a perfect fit for John, doesn't it? Does it not sound like their song and dance they do? It sounds like the song and dance they do. Their favorite song and dance, to take a black woman and to take anything black and dismantle it and tear it apart. It's like, why though? I can disagree with somebody to agree and get an understanding. I can do that. Now, this story I didn't know about yesterday. Today I know about this story, but it's so familiar with what I was talking about yesterday. I can disagree to agree, but where is the stopping line, or the line where we stand and we look at each other? The crossing point where I say, hey, what I just said to you was the truth. And how come you're not entertaining the truth of what I said? Why is it that when I have a truth, why is it that when I have a truth as a person of color or as a person of opposition of a different political belief, why is it that there is no listening? Why is there no understanding to what I said? First, we should listen to what's said, and we should study the facts. If those facts are true, then we go off the facts. So we're going to argue, let's argue off of what I've said. That is either true or it isn't. Leslie said Jasmine gets picked on a lot because she is really smart and caring. Yes, I love Jasmine. John Cash say all the talking head wax figures on their short skirts, pumps, and teleprompter. Let me tell y'all something. John is a man's man. Y'all hear that? That's a man talking right there. John sound like my uncle. John said all the talking head wax figures on their short skirts, pumps, and teleprompters. Yes. And he's not being chauvinist, ladies. It's a metaphor, so you understand. Why, you guys? Why, if I have a point? The Lord said, we as black people need to stand up for each other. We do. That's the reason I'm getting on here speaking about this, because I don't feel like there's enough people that really put their foots out and stand up and speak for women that are in positions and that are not, Jasmine is not doing anything bad. She's a passionate person with a high level of education. Or Dirty Cosmos said it's because you aren't a radical stone. You've always been open and understanding. Absolutely, old Dirty Cosmo, facts. John Cash said, and it works sadly, and it really does. Marley Moss said, I just said, yo, myself earlier, we really been through the ringer as people and turn around and put each other right back in the wash. Here's the thing, you guys. I want everybody watching this. Malara said Jasmine is a great woman. She is. Brother Don, welcome, family. I am not saying, I want you to understand, I don't want you guys that are coming to my channel for the first time thinking that here's this guy again, here he go with this black and white shit again. Please understand, that's not what I'm trying to do. What I am trying to do is bring attention to issues that are issues that should be pointed out and create a conversation that we can have a true conversation about the facts. I am not trying to make this a black and white issue, though these subjects seem to be very black and white. I am just trying to create an understanding so that we can have a conversation and so that African Americans can see that there is a problem here that needs to be at least talked about, so that Caucasian Americans, Asian Americans, and all other races understand that there is a problem here that we need to talk about. Keep It Real said, I'm black and white. That's beautiful. What's happening, Keep It Real? There is a problem, and if we don't talk about these problems, then what happens with them? Della Captain said, what's going on, brother? Much love from Cali. What's up, Compton in the house? Compton, I hit you yesterday too, family. And I get a chance, shoot me your number, and then I'll give you a ring today sometime. Merrill said, absolutely, we definitely need to conversate. There used to be a time where African Americans conversated. Y'all want to know when that really was? Y'all ready to laugh? Are you guys ready to laugh when black people used to have real serious conversations? Because it's going to shock you when I tell you when that really was. Black folks used to have real conversations when we were in slavery. It's the only time we had a chance to whisper to each other. Nathan Dunlop said 1950. He's very close. Yeah, that was the time too. But slavery even more so, because we had to figure out what we was gonna do, and we thought we be free when we be free when we gone. Well, some of the elders understood the real concept of freedom, and they felt the real freedom would be once we are gone and no longer here is real freedom. I wrote a song called Butterfly. And in that song, I don't know what made me write this song, but I woke up one morning and wrote this song. And it says that we'll be like butterflies in the next life. That's when we'll really be free. Because it made me think about the ancestors and why in the hell would the ancestors say that? I said, damn, why would they say that? Then I understood what they really meant. What they meant is real freedom is when we're no longer having to deal with the bullshit. Because even with the freedom we have, we still don't have African Americans coming together enough to understand our real freedom is togetherness. We have not truly understood that real freedom is togetherness. They gave us freedom, so we think, but we're not even exercising that real freedom. Old Dirty Cosmos says the real conversation have been avoided for too long. And what's sad is when you try to start the conversation and so many just check out or aren't interested, but you start sports stats. Yeah, oh yeah, we love sports. Oh, black people, listen, they'll tell you with LeBron's record from the time he was able to get up and walk. Or we'll talk about some sports. but we don't know what our ancestors' true contributions are. Oh, African Americans will talk about all kinds of stuff: chicken, watermelon. Don't get mad at me. Clothes, new cars, a dance. But we will not talk about the obvious things that we say we are being stepped on about, or we're being constantly still persecuted and dragged. But you can't get us to come together and work for shit, and not even to have a conversation like this, which is why I appreciate every person that's African American and non-African American that gets on this channel and at least listens and try to understand what the hell is this guy talking about. Nita said, I'm not myself today. I've been crying. Hold on, Nita. Give me a second. Hold on, Nita. Give us 1 second. Let me read this. Nita's not feeling too well today. Nita said, I'm not myself today. Hold on, I'm trying to find it, Nita. Where did that go? Damn, did that just disappear? That just completely disappeared, Nita. I'm trying to find it. Nita is not feeling good today, but I was trying to read what Nita said. Nita, I missed it. If you don't mind sending it again, because this chat room is moving fast. Dolores said, this is a Republican channel, and they just don't care who they put there and what they say. Oh, they don't give a fuck. A lot of other channels, they've been fired people. Listen, this second one, Nita, we're praying for you, but please post it again so I can read it, please, if you don't mind. We got your back, Nita. Oh, Dirty Cosmos said they can tell you Michael Jordan's life story, but ask them about Frederick Douglass, and they draw a blank. Oh yeah, this is how we have been done as a people. We've done it to ourselves too. Oh, Dirty Cosmos said this is not the entirety of us though. It is not. Andre 3000 say I love you too, Mimi. Love you too, Mimi. Listen, our fight is really amongst ourselves. We're worried about white folks. Malara said, I don't want freedom in the next life. I want it now. I'm with you on that. But do you see how messed up our ancestors were? Dawn Marie said, not the one strand bang. Dawn Marie Lewis, let me tell you, baby girl, don't come up in here fucking with me, because I'm going to get on your ass, and then I'm going to block you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try to be a motherfucking comedian up in my motherfucking channel. You come here to learn, this is the kind of shit we talk about. You come up in with some dumb ass shit, but I bet you can't tell me 10 black inventors. Fuck up out my channel with that bullshit. Don't come up in here playing no games with me. Fuck you talking about. Don't block her. Come in here right, man. Your people are suffering because you come in with ignorant shit like that. That kind of shit. Who gives a fuck about my hair? Stop that bullshit, man. We in here trying to educate folks on some real shit going on, and you talking about a motherfucking strand of hair in front of my head that's been there. Hair ain't new, motherfuckers, for all y'all motherfuckers that come in here with that bullshit. Lisa Frazier, thank you for the $5 super chat. I like your hair, Stone. Thank you, Lisa. I don't know what these motherfuckers' obsession is. They must be bald. That's the only thing I could think. Oh, Dirty said, exactly. Damaged Kisses says, seriously, don't we get about 5 of these motherfuckers a day when I'm on here? Sharcetta says she needs to be educated. She probably some little peanut-headed little motherfucker that don't barely know how to count and shit. You need to be worrying about that Section 8 motherfucker. Oh, Dirty said, ma'am, speaking facts. And she worried about, yeah, exactly. She worried about the goddamn hair. Miss everything I said. Went right over her motherfucking bald-ass head. Miramar said, we artists are different. We don't care about what folks say. Yeah, I don't care. But I'm going to check a motherfucker coming in when I'm trying to spit some real facts about our community. Spook Bandit, take your slow motherfucking ass and go wash your ass and get off my channel. That stupid shit. Use another one. Dumb as fuck. You need to be learning. You need to be educating yourself. Comedy ain't working for you, but if you educate yourself, it would actually work. Don't come on my channel with that bullshit. Motherfuckers, you. Y'all motherfuckers really be on some bullshit. Like, black people, do we wake up and just think everything is comedy? Is that what we do? Do we wake up and think everything is fucking funny and it's a motherfucking joke? And the joke is on us, you guys. The joke is on us. That's the fucked up part about this shit. The joke is on us. We all should be standing up for Jasmine Crockett every time somebody goes and attacks this woman. The fucking joke is on us. Absolutely. Chef Banner say bad hair day is better than no hair day. B said laugh to keep from crying. B, absolutely. B, it's, you know what, B, like I don't want to sound like I'm overboard with this shit, but I'm so upset with our community because we complain so much about injustice, but yet we ingest each other. We give each other injustice, but we complain about people being injustice to us. You know, if I was a white person, you want to know how I would think? Let me tell you how I would think. I'd be like, these motherfuckers can't even get along with each other. How in the fuck do they think we supposed to get along with them? I'm telling you how I would think. I'm sorry. I'm still Jen from the block. What's up, Jen? Welcome into the channel, Jen. It's always good to see you. If I was a person of another race, I would think these motherfuckers can't seem to, they don't even love each other. That's what I would be thinking. How in the hell can they get along when they can't even get along with each other? Really? I promise you that's what my thoughts would be. Well, what's happened, y'all? Is it only time we get along is games, barbecues and shit, and concerts? The fuck is that about? And even the concerts we don't get along, and some of those turn out to be some drama at the end of the night. Absol say self-confessed racist. Ab, I don't know what you're talking about, family. Please be more clear. I don't know if you're calling me a self-confessed racist. I'm not really sure what you're saying, or please clarify that, because I don't want to go in on you if you're not saying what you're saying. But so clear it up, or I'm gonna have to block you. Speak what you're saying, please. Absol. I'm talking about why our people can't get along. So I hope you understand. Our soul. I give you about 3 minutes, and I'm blocking your motherfucking ass. Break down what you're trying to say. Be clear when you're on here. Nita said, I took a blood test yesterday, and the results came back today. My alkaline phosphates moderately high, 145 in enzymes. Oh, shit. So, Nita, what? 145 enzymes found in the cells of liver and other tissues. I've been upset and crying. Don't cry, Nita. Don't do that. Sharcetta said, real facts. We need to come together. Do me one favor, Nita. Control your stress level. You need to do some breathing techniques, and you don't need to cry, because that stress is not going to make it any better. So first of all, you need to get control of your stress level, and you need to create some breathing techniques so that you don't hyperventilate yourself and cause things to be worse just off of stressing. We're going to pray for you. And I know that sometimes when people say that, it's easier said than done, we think. But prayer is powerful, trust me. Oh, I'll get back to you real quick, Nita. Old Dirty Cosmo says, I've been thinking a lot about that recently. Why don't we unify like other communities? We have black billionaires in this country, and we are still a handful of loose-ass sands. Because the billionaires, they don't care. They got their money. They're like, fuck shit, my life ain't affected. Well, they think it's not. Lisa Frazier says, I'm Caucasian and Native American Cherokee Indian with big racial. I definitely appreciate you sharing your knowledge. Lisa, I thank you for coming in here and sharing that with us, Lisa, and we appreciate you being here. I'm just trying to understand why also you're about to be blocked if you're not gonna speak, because if you're saying that I'm self-racist against my people, you're full of shit. I'm not. That's another thing black people do. As soon as black people start talking about the shit black people doing to each other, they call you, oh, you racist against your own people. Shut the fuck up. Brian Henson said, I took a blood test yesterday as well, and the results came back. I'm 100% badass. Brian, blessings to you, and let's pray for Nita, because we have to help Nita fight through this. Why do our people, as soon as okay, just like I say, the uncomfortable conversation white people want to have, when we talk about race, they don't like it. So let me tell you what our people, the problem we have. Soon as we talk about our own issues and what we need to do to stop cooning and work together, they want to call a black person racist against their own race. Why is that, you guys? I don't know. You tell me. Silent Money Productions said it's because they still have a plantation mentality. Old Dirty Cosmo said, I'm telling you, Stone looks out for the black community. Yo, Old Dirty Cosmo, no, this dude came up in here trying to say I'm racist against my own people. But I bet you that motherfucker ain't done nothing for his community but take. See, I'm a giver. I am a giver to my community. I'm not a taker to my community. I bet you that motherfucker ain't gave shit but a whole bunch of talk like he's doing now, coming on my channel talking shit. Let's get back into reading this situation with Candace Owens. Kennedy's calling Crockett garbage as Kennedy admitting that she can't match Crockett's command of the facts. Her courtroom honed intelligence on her refusal to play nice for people who despise her is Kennedy's revealing that she knows exactly what her audience wants to hear and deliver it with a wink and a sneer. She's not just smug mediocrity, she's a willing foot soldier for white grievance in politics who lacks confidence in her own intellect in the right-wing worldview. She's there to defend. And at the end of the day, she knows Crockett was right. But instead, she says, look at the dumb. Is that not what that guy said yesterday about me? He called me a clown. Might as well say dumb. Kennedy's disrespect of sitting black representative was personal, and it was also universal. Every time a black woman shows up in America public life with an undeniable intelligence, whether she's a representative like Jasmine Crockett or Supreme Court Justice like Ketanji Brown Jackson, a vice president like Kamala Harrison, or scholar, attorney, doctor, journalist, or educator, there's reliably ugly backlash waiting for her. It doesn't matter if she graduated from the nation's top school, served with distinction, or simply out-argues her opponents in debates. As soon as her intelligence shines, the slur smerges. Mentally deficient, low IQ, affirmative action cases, DEI hire, dumb, illiterate, incoherent. These are the things that they throw at our community. Silent Money Productions, what's up, family? Brian Henson said the truth hurts all the time. Yeah, it's a fact. Hot Wheels, Bridget said Hot Wheels Cruise, Paxton, Cruise. Hot Wheels Cruise, Paxton needs to go. Hot Wheels Cruise said something. You guys block Hot Wheels Cruise. If Hot Wheels Cruise is in here saying some stupid shit, get that motherfucker up out of here. Moderators, get that clown motherfucker up out of here. If you ain't up in here trying to learn some shit, take your monkey ass back to the fucking zoo. Literally. I've already had somebody in here trying to say I'm racist against. How am I racist against my own people? You's a dummy. I dare anybody to get on YouTube and speak for your people and watch the backlash that you have to deal with for standing up for your community. So how dare you as a black person to say I'm racist against my own people if you're even black? Because you might not even be black, motherfucker. You might just be a sleeper cell coming up in here just doing some shit. Silent Money Production said this is a tactic to keep us apart and hating on one another. Facts. You know, Silent Money Productions, yesterday a guy came in here. He said that country music was started by the Irish. When was the last time you saw the motherfucking Irish influence any kind of music? This motherfucker said country music was started by the Irish. I told him to go do his research. After I said that, he told me that I was a clown. And he called me some other names. I told him, I'm sure you're behind closed doors, behind your computer, calling me a ninja too. Miramar says, Stone is one of the realest people I've met in a long time. Thank you, Silent Money Production. This is what I told him, right? So he said, so another person that came on there, really nice lady who became a member named Dodo. Dodo came on and said, why does everything have to be about race? I said, Dodo, where are you from? You must not be black. She said, no, I'm from the UK. I said, well, guess what, sweetie? Everything is about race. And this is the problem that white people do. Y'all want to use that, why does everything have to be about race, or get over it, slavery is over shit. We're tired of that. We are tired of hearing that shit. Sadai Ali said, do you know I live in Philly? And Stone, I promise I was at a party and your name came up. Are you serious? Sadai, what they said? Who's saying something about me at a party? Somebody said something. What they say, Sadai? Sadai said, do you know I live in Philadelphia? And Stone, I promise I was at a party and your name came up. I went crazy on her. What she say? Something negative about me? Sadai? That's good. That means we are sparking something. If my name is coming up at parties and just casual conversations, that means that I'm touching on something that is bothering somebody. Chanelli said, did you see the girl on the Grammy said the Carters is in Beyonce and Jay-Z started country music? I wanted to die. Did you see the girl on the Grammy said the Carters as in Beyonce and Jay-Z started? Yeah, they crazy for that shit. Now they just cuckoo. Now our people started country, but Beyonce and Jay-Z didn't. They must just be unaware. That's hilarious as shit. That must be a really young ass person that said that shit. Ted Cruz and Paxton are from Texas. I'm not from Texas. No, I'm not from Texas at all. I got family in Texas. Dolores Draper says, Stone, calm down. That's what they want you to do, but we got your back. We'll get them. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not going to calm down, Dolores. I'm going to be exactly. Wait a minute. The Lady Jag. Hold on. Sadai Ali. Okay, you're confusing me. What do you mean the Lady Jag? Are you talking about Jaguar, right? What do you mean the Lady Jag? Come on, Sadai. Where are we going with this? Hold on. Somebody's trying to say something. This chat room be moving quick as shit. Hold on. Sadai say, do you live in Philly, Stone? I promise. No, I don't live in Philly. I'm in Vegas. I live in Vegas. Lisa Fraser said, I know Mpxone one isn't here, but I'm sending him a hello. It's all good. He'll see it. Meech will see it. Silent Money says, Stone Paxton is the truth. And I stand. Thank you, Silent Money Production. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And for all my brothers and sisters that stand with me, I appreciate that. Chanelli said, correct. Started off with bluegrass country, came from African. Exactly. Let's give us our credit now. We ain't trying to be too boastful, but we just saying. Sadai said, ask me why do I support you? I told her, listen, Stone is a good person and I do what I want. Well, are we talking, I'm asking you a question, Sadai. Are you talking about Jaguar Wright? Because you said Philly. So it leads me to believe you're talking about Jaguar Wright. Let me know before I say what I have to say. Are you talking about Jaguar Wright? Well, you know, here's the thing. Let me say this so y'all understand. I got love for Jag. Meech has love for Jag, too. We just don't like the nonsense and bullshit. Meech doesn't like to be disrespected. I don't like to be disrespected. I got love for Jag. So I'm going to say this. That situation is over with. I don't know why she would speak negative on me when I haven't said anything about her. But I'm going to say this. I love you, Jag. Sometimes you just need a little love, baby girl. Here's a hug, baby. We love you here. So don't go out casting stones against someone that's not speaking negative of you. John Young, let's go. I'm in. I'm constantly releasing records. Marilee Mall said, Jag needs to focus on music. Exactly. Focus on music, Jag. We're not going to say nothing negative over here about you, Jag. It's all love. There's enough people speaking negative on you, Jag. I don't have to say not one motherfucking word about you. So I don't need to. So watch what you say. I don't need to say nothing about you. But if you're talking about me at parties, well, goddamn, are you waking up and going to sleep thinking about Stone Paxton? Let's think about our people, what we can do for our community, Jag. That's more important. Talking about people ain't going to get you no Grammy, and it's not going to get you a Soul Train Music Award because they might not ever even do that one again. And it's not going to get you a historical star on the Walk of Fame. Let's help our community. That's what's really going to make a difference in your legacy. G said, hey, King, do you think you can ride it? Wow, bro. What? Gee, what kind of question is that? I'm confused. I want y'all to read some of these questions that these grown-ass men come in here. This person calls themselves G. Read that stupid comment. There'd be some weird, perverted little motherfuckers up in here, man. But I like people read their comments so they can see how stupid they are. Read that idiot's comment. Now, we talking about some positive shit, and this motherfucker come in here with some stupid-ass shit. And they don't ever really break down what they're saying. They want you to figure out. We want to play the mental games. We don't play here. We're going to block you. Now, I'm going to give you a chance to clear that up, and then I'm going to block you. What we are dealing with today is a lot of bigotry, and some black peoples are getting tired of it. Dolores, I agree. Here's the problem with our people. The image kid said, I think she can't help just talking about. I think Jag is probably on some meds and she just needs to take her meds, man. That's what I think. But you know, I got love for you, Jag. We love you over here. So stop all that. If you're at a party, speak good. It's better to speak good about me than negative. That's all I can say. God's watching you, Jag. God's watching you, Jag. The same God you pray to, the same one I believe in, he's watching you. Here's the thing. Mike M said that cut is terrible. Mike, your mama's hairline is terrible. Now get off my channel. There you go, Mike. Goodbye. The cut's terrible because you're jealous, because you ain't got it. You're probably bald. You probably can't grow hair. So you decided to come on my channel, see me. It's not even a haircut, you dummy. These people, hey, y'all, I swear to God, it's two things. These people are either miserable or they're young. What's up, Lanny? Lannis 5813. We always love to have you. Appreciate you coming in. Listen, let's get back to what we were saying. We Silent Money Productions said we are conditioned as a race to be at odds with each other. So here's the thing. We should be able to have these same conversations Friday nights at each other's house. You guys remember the Friday night fish fry in the black community? Do you guys remember the Friday night fish fries in the black community? Marilyn Moss say, wow, the damn trolls. Anytime I speak about something important, I get more trolls than normal. That's how I know. That's by design. Dolores Draper say we learn over here on Stone's channel. He teaches us a lot of stuff. We respect him and we give him his props. Much love. Thank you, Dolores. Thank you for that. Lisa Frazier says silent, right on target. The Friday night fish fries weren't just about the fish. Hey, Auntie Mickey. It wasn't just about the fish. The Friday night fish fries was a community thing where adults got together and talked about what the hell was going on in the communities and how to stay on top of the kids and what was happening in that community. Old Dirty Cosmo said we need to start normalizing types of conversations. We need to start the Friday night fish frying conversation again. I might even do a segment on Friday nights called the Friday Night Fish Fries. And I'll fry some fish up and we'll talk on Friday nights. And all of y'all, all of us, fry some fish and we all gonna go on live and talk. I might do the Friday Night Fish Fries and bring that shit back. It was about community. Marilee Mall said it was about community. Wander Fuller said, yes, do that. So what we're gonna do, Friday nights. I'm not going to do this Friday because I'm doing today. But I got to get some fish first. We're going to do the Friday night fish fry starting next week. We'll still do today, and we're going to go on Friday, and we're going to talk about different stuff. But we're going to talk about our community and what we can do to come together as a community. Torres, do you do comedy or are you just corny? Because that was corny. I'm just letting you know. Don't block the comment, you guys. Keep it on there. You know one thing about black folks, they think they funny. All black people think they got jokes, but you don't. That shit was corny. Let's get the fuck up out of here with the corniness, or you'll be blocked. I'll give you a chance to come correct. We're in here educating, not on the bullshit. Silent Production said Friday for us to come together and what we can do to better our families as a race. Thank you, Silent Money Productions. The Friday night fish fries will start next Friday. And I will bring different people up on my live. I will speak to one person and then send the link and bring the next person up on the Friday night fish fries. We're going to talk on the Friday night, you guys. Nita, Friday night fish, Friday, the get-togethers on Friday, fish fries were a normal thing in the black community back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Old Dirty Cosmo said, oh, I'm definitely going to do a fry along. Okay, yeah, we got to do a fry along. I'll do it from my kitchen. And we'll do the Friday night fish fries in conversation. And I will bring different people on live, and we're going to talk about what we can do as a community. Sadai Ali said, I hated to bring that up, but I was so wrong and uncalled for. I don't speak. Hey, Sadai, the next time you're around Jack, record her saying that shit. That would have been classic for you to get that. Please, next time, get that on camera. That would have been classic. Lisa Frazier said, sounds great, Stone. Auntie Mickey said, Taurus needs to go. Okay, block Taurus indefinitely. Taurus, go practice on your jokes because they're not funny. So you're being blocked. Goodbye. Old Dirty Cosmo said, Taurus is just miserable. So much to learn online. A fool jumps in and picks. Exactly. Idiots. These folks are hilarious, you guys. Listen, Wonder Fuller said time frame. Friday, Wonder Fuller, next Friday. So I'm going to pick and choose. I'm going to let each and every one of you that want to go on the live, as we're having a conversation, you'll be able to come on live with me. I'll send you the link, and we'll do one person at a time. And we'll talk about the things we think that we can implement in our communities to make things better for our people. Don Gordy said, we stopped doing everything that made us great. We don't support each other anymore, and it saddens me. So the Friday night fish fries will be something that we will do to focus on what it is that we can do as a community to get that support back. And how can we do it? In what ways can we do it? Dolores said, I was just talking about a fish fry. Lisa Frazier said, Don, it's sad indeed. Silent Money Production said, this is beautiful. This is what we need as a black community. We need to come together and stop tearing each other down. Yes, we do. So one person at a time, we're going to figure this out. Oh, Dirty Cosmos said yes. Auntie Mickey says, many of these trolls are kids. Yeah, I know they are, Auntie Mickey, trust me. But that's why I talk to them the way I do. They mamas need to spank that ass. John 415 said, hey, Stone, this is off topic. Can you do a night talking about pro audio equipment? John 415, I apologize. That's my brother. That's one of my music brothers. Yes, I can, brother. I apologize, and I apologize to all my producers and the producer community. If I've neglected you guys, I'm sorry. When Angie Stone passed, it gave me a new mission for my community. And although I'm still an artist and producer, I know I haven't done any videos lately about my music stuff, and I will start posting videos for that. I'll try to do both, you guys, and I'm sorry. And John, yes, I will. I will do that, John, for sure. I'll make sure I do that. Yeah, I will do that. Thank you, John, John, listen, you actually remind me of what I need to stay on top of, because I definitely need to stay on top of that, because I do have endorsements that demand that I have to do that. John Cass said, these younger generations need mentors instead of streets. Yeah. You know, they want you to be on there. They want you to be on there dancing. See, when I talk like this, I sound too much like their parents. But yet they look at me and be like, this dude looks kind of cool, man. But I'm old enough to be your grandpa. God bless you too, Brother John. So I said, you, and as soon as we meet and greet would also, yes, you ever come to Vegas, if I come to Philly, which I will be back that way, I'll let you know when I'm having another show that way. Leslie Murray said, want to see you when you come to Connecticut. Absolutely. I can drive there. Leslie, I'll keep you posted on that show. I'm waiting for the promoters to get back with this other contract. Somebody said, Stone. Lanny said, do you know Timothy Kelly? Tim Kelly, the producer? What, Tim and Bob? Is that what you're talking about? Paul said, MAGA back in business. Paul, Silas, welcome to the channel, family. Welcome to the channel. Oh, yeah. Tim, I know them cats, man. I wish they had never broken up as a production team. I wish they had never broken up, bro, honestly. So listen, as a community, this is what I love about Asian folks. I've watched them. They work together. I'm not saying they all like each other. Auntie Mickey said it'd be nice to see you and the others in the music aspect of the channel get together. Auntie Mickey, I've been doing the music channel. If you go back, I got over 300-400 videos of I'm a music channel. But I don't know about the jam session. I don't know if I might, there might be times, Auntie, that I do a jam session performing live. I might just do that for my channel. I haven't decided when or if I'm going to do that where it goes directly to streaming. I'm still trying to figure that out. But I will be doing the creation of production live again and talking about musical equipment and what I use to cut my records. I will be doing that. But Auntie Mickey, trust and believe, I am probably going to do a live of me performing with my band here in my studio. Silent Money said, we need your music. It gives us life. Thank you, Silent Money Production, did you hear my new single, Life's Frequency? So listen, Paul Salas, hey, thank you, family, for tuning in. I appreciate you. Lisa Fraser said that sounds good. Yeah, that's my song, man. John Cassidy, I saw your video with Missy Elliott. Is she working on some new? I think Missy is working on some new stuff according to what I know. I don't know when it's dropping, but I know she is. Silent Money. Thank you, family. I appreciate you. Share it with your family, man. Share it with the kids. It's that high frequency music. My music you can let kids hear. Grandma, it don't matter. From A to Z. It's got that high frequency vibration. Yeah, I love Missy, man. Let me tell you something. I was so honored to be at her unveiling of her wax figure, and she is just so super awesome, man. I love being there. It was a blessing to be there, hanging out with my boy Rufus Black and Rock Wilder, the legendary producer Rock Wilder. It was great. Sadai Ali gave me $2 super chat. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Said and Stone. I didn't forget to tell my son for tickets. Yeah, tell him don't forget. All right. I haven't forgotten. Listen, Friday Night Fish Fry is going to be a community thing for us to come together and really figure out what's going on. I will talk to everyone from their community. If you're in Texas, I'm going to talk to you about your community. Talk about what we can do in your community to create the awareness. Not only that, sharing my channel with other Black folks to get them involved in what we need to do to prepare them for those Friday night fish fries. What I've noticed is, did you know that 85 to 90% of most of the people on YouTube are older folks? There's more older folks on YouTube than younger people. Johnny Cash said Missy has a whole TikTok generation to tap into. Yes, she does. Don Gordy said, do you have physical copies of your or just download? I have physical copies of my album. This album here, In the Key of Love, and this album here, as well as the vinyl. And if you're a member of my channel, I ship the CD to you for free. You just pay for, you don't pay for the CDs, excuse me. You just pay for shipping and handling. So if you're interested, let me know. My moderators will give you my email address. Auntie Mickey, thank you for the $9 donation. She said, keep up the great content. Thank you, Auntie Mickey. Auntie Mickey always shows love, man. From the beginning, she jumped on there and supported her family. I appreciate you, Auntie Mickey, always. Don said, do you have? Yes, I do, Don. So if you're interested, Don, let me know. My moderators will share my email address, and I can get it shipped out to you or send you the cost of shipping, packaging, and handling. And you send the money to Cash App, and then, boom, we'll get it out to you. Music is coming back around, and real singers and producers, instrumentation, the whole. Yes, it is. That is a fact. Sadai said, I got you, Stone. You and Meech, my husband, loves your song. You in love with Meech, Sadai? Sadai in love. She in love. Listen, the Friday night, don't play with me, y'all. The Friday night fish fry is going down. We're going to do that. It's going to be a community thing. It's going to be a Black experience, but we're inviting everybody. You ain't got to be Black to be invited to the Friday night fish fry, but it's going to be all things Black. We're going to start doing that starting next Friday. We will do it every Friday night. I'll still do my 11 a.m., but then we're going to do the Friday night fish fries as well. Okay? Godfrey Asinga said, I can see why Jasmine Crockett is somewhat disliked. She lacks a dignified manner of speaking. She lacks dignified manner of speaking or presentation that a Michelle Obama or Condoleezza Rice has as a Black. Godfrey, I don't know. Godfrey, she doesn't lack that. She's just different. I don't know. Godfrey, I appreciate what you're saying. But when you said she lacks a dignified manner, we're not here to tear down our sisters. We're here to lift them up. So I would have to disagree with you. She doesn't lack a dignified presence. That woman is on point, and I will not sit here and allow her to be torn apart. We're Black. We got to support our women. We got to support the men in the community that are doing positive stuff. Hey, Stone, finally got here to the live. Hello to everybody. Leanne, hey, we're happy to see you, Leanne. I have to disagree. I have to disagree. She doesn't lack she doesn't lack anything. She doesn't. I'm sorry, but I appreciate what you're trying to say, but I have to disagree because I can't allow this woman worked hard to get to her position, and for us to sit here and say that she lacks, for you to say she lacks, uh, oh, you said you're gonna get me and Meech tickets. Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, I'm sorry, Sadai. My apologies. I'm sorry, Sadai. Forgive me for that. Silent Money says she's passionate about her people. That's all. Yeah, she's passionate. So we should be careful tearing another black woman down. Like she worked too hard to get in that position. Let's not do that. Let's really look at what she's doing, and let's not look at the fact that you think she might not be a Condoleezza Rice or Godfrey. Let's look at the fact. You said she lacks a dignified manner of speaking. I disagree. Or presentation that a Michelle Obama or Condoleezza Rice has. She doesn't have to be Michelle or Condoleezza Rice. She doesn't lack in that category. She does a hell of a job with being who she is. So I don't agree that Jasmine Crockett lacks anything. I believe that she's so passionate that you might be missing the point. She's just passionate when she speaks. She's passionate when she speaks, Godfrey. So I don't know. I appreciate you voicing your opinion, but I just can't allow a black woman who has worked so hard to be torn down like that by somebody saying she lacks a certain way to speak like Michelle Obama or Condoleezza Rice. I don't agree with that shit. I'm sorry. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? Do you think that Jasmine Crockett is a great speaker? I think she is. No, he wants to know about getting the album. He wanted the physical album moderators. So post my email address. So if he's interested in the physical album, he can email me and I'll give him the rest of the information. Silent Money Production said, passionate with facts. There he is. Wandra Fuller said, don't do that. She's great. Thank you, Wandra. Yeah, Godfrey, you can't do that to our sister Godfrey. If you're a black man, let's look at the facts. Let's look at the facts. There's too many black women being torn down. Now I get it. In our community, we got some foul black men and we got some foul black women. But we're talking about a young lady who has went to school, who is an attorney, who has worked her butt off, only for a black person to say she lacks speaking like Michelle Obama or Condoleezza Rice. I don't think that's good. That's not cool. Out of the Woods country rap news. Uba singer. Out of the Woods. What are we talking about, bro? We're on here talking about black news. What are we talking about, bro? Please share it with us. Please. Godfrey, Mike was trying to say that Jasmine will talk about a person's appearance. Michelle will not go low. Okay. If if that's what if that's what Godfrey was saying, Godfrey need to be more clear. Godfrey seems very intelligent. Shall I read what Godfrey said again? You're trying to tell me, you're trying to speak for Godfrey. Bridget, I got love for you, but Godfrey didn't break it down like that. You trying to speak for Godfrey, but Godfrey every bit of said she lacks. She lacks. She lacks. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I am a singer producer. I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you were saying. The Woods. Sorry about that. She doesn't lack anything. What she lacks is the ability for some people not to see who she really is. Dolores said, build up, not tear down. Godfrey said, I think that they think she's a bit sassy. She's cute, though. They do think she's sassy. They want black women to shut their motherfucking mouths. Y'all want to know the real? Listen, in a perfect world for them, they would love for black people. They wish that they can mute a black woman, especially a smart black woman. They want to mute them. Now, our sisters are sassy. It's in the blood. But you can't mute someone that has done everything they can to be righteous, went to school, educated themselves only for people to tell them they're not worthy. That's bullshit. I'm not with that. And you're right. She is sassy. But what sister would not be a sister without being sassy? Especially being a politician. You somewhat got to be sassy as a politician or you're going to get walked over. Women politicians got to be sassy or they're not heard or they're not going to be paid attention to. That's a fact. I'm just saying, I think we should figure out how to build black women up, especially black women in politics that are doing important things for the community. Auntie Mickey said, bingo, Stone, they definitely want to silence black women. We don't bite our tongues out. Oh, that's the truth. I am with, and I concur, Auntie. Melody, thank you. You're finally on the live. Bridget say, no, I'm not speaking for him, Stone. Stop it, Stone. Bridget, you know I got love for you, but you know he did say lack. So he wasn't in agreement with what you were saying. He meant what he was saying. Blanca said, hello, neighboring. How are you? Blanca, welcome. So good to see you here. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, Blanca. I left my keys at the door, Blanca. Where? Where? Blanca, I left my keys at the door, Blanca. Bring them back, Blanca. Give me my keys, Blanca. I'm coming back to get them. Dolores said, yes, she is intelligent. She's an incredible speaker. Oh, Blanca, please don't do the caps because it'll mess up the algorithm. Please. No caps, no capital letters, please. I'm coming to get my key too. And make sure, hit the hearts, y'all. Let's boost this algorithm up. Come on. Hit the hearts. Hit the hearts. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Y'all playing with me. I'm up in here showing love. Don't play with me like this. Don't have me up here pouring everything I have into this. Melody, we love having you here. Blanca, we love having you here. Lisa, Blanca said, I left my keys at the door. I'm headed to get my keys, Blanca. Keep them right there. I'm headed to get them. Damaged Kisses said, all the wonderful Friday night fish fry community talk made me get up and make a sandwich. Listen, when you make fish, Damaged Kisses, make sure you email me some over. Okay? So you guys, that's what I am talking about. Okay, hold on. We about to break into something else real quick too. Black folks need to stay united. United as a community. Conversations, community activities. Why? We need to get back to all that. Community activities. That's why the Friday night fish fry is going to be important. Okay? The Friday night fish fries, we're going to talk about how we can get back to all of that in your community. In your community. We're going to talk about how we can get back to that within your community. Okay? Okay, so check this out. Now, I got another one. I said today was going to be controversial. Did I not say that? Did I not say that today was going to be controversial all day? Nita said, I'm feeling much better since I tuned into you. Nita, we love you, Nita, but you got to control your stress level. That's going to be important for inner healing. To heal the body from the inside out, you have to control your stress level. I missed somebody. If I missed some of the comments, I apologize. Silent Money said, because they don't know how to deal with her. Yeah, they don't know how to deal with her. JJW said, we're going to need to see your paperwork. JJW, what are you talking about? Well, why do we get, hold on, let me go back and read what this motherfucker say. Hold on. We get a few people in here that just be doing too much. Who is this JJW motherfucker? Dodo, hey, Dodo. Dodo is back, y'all. JJW784. I suggest if you don't have nothing good to say, get your monkey ass up out of here, JJW. Get up out of here. We ain't having it. State your claim, motherfucker. Get the fuck up out of here. What paperwork? Fuck are you talking about? What paperwork? Shut the fuck up. You just come up here and don't even know what you talking about. Just say some stupid shit because you was born stupid, so you continue to be stupid, but had the opportunity to be smart when you went to school, but decided to choose stupid, the stupid lane. Fuck up out of here. Okay, here's our next story. Dodo, thank you. I was just talking about you. I was like, where's Dodo? Okay, are you guys ready for this next one? Buckle up your seat, because this one's going to be a doozy. And I'm going to say to my ninjas, what's up, my nizzy? What's up, my Nazi? What's up, my Nazi? Fox News host mocks blacks by reclaiming the Nazi pejorative. The Fox News hosts Greg Gutfield and Lisa Kennedy. There's Lisa again, you guys. There goes the famous Lisa. I just got through talking about her with Jasmine Crockett. Here goes Lisa. Let Lisa be working, don't she? Lisa Kennedy and Greg Gutfield and Kennedy Montgomery mocked black people by reclaiming Nazi, saying, what's up, my Nazi? Like, you know what I mean. Y'all know what we saying when they say that. Let's get into the story. This one here had me kind of low-key laughing, but at the same time not. Look at this point. We are all accustomed to Fox News being a network where casual racism and sexism, xenophobia, and general bigotry are treated like a simple rejection of political correctness. But we don't talk nearly enough about how childish this network is. They be over there on the swings. They be on the monkey bars, flipping. They be doing all kinds of shit like a fucking playground over there. I've watched it and said they are just running wild and running amok over there at that spot. On Tuesday, Fox News hosts Greg Gutfield and Lisa Kennedy Montgomery continued the network's practice of blending racial resentment with an infantile, cringy, and cartoonishly corny routine. It insists is comedy, they say. They say this is comedy. So for all the part-time comedians that come in my channel thinking you're funny, you might fucking like this. Okay? The MAGA conservatives are leaning into the allegations based on pretty straightforward observation that the MAGA world is drifting into Nazism. And they're doing so by mocking black people's reclamation of the N-word via the reclamation of their own N-word. Check this out, y'all. Yo, this shit is crazy. Fred Wellman said, just saying, this is super racist. Fred Wellman commented on this on Twitter and said, this is super racist. Patriot takes. Check this out. So Gutfield, you know what? I've said this before. We need to learn from blacks. Y'all listen to what I'm saying. Please listen to what I'm about to read to you. Gutfield said, you know what? I've said this before, y'all. We need to learn from blacks. He's speaking to white folks. The way they were able to remove the power of the N-word by using it. So from now on, it's what's up, my Nazi. Hey, what's up, my Nazi? Hey, what's up, hanging? What's hanging, my Nazi? That shit corny as fuck. That's just corny as fuck. I don't care what nobody say. That's some corny ass shit. You know what I've said? I've said this before. They say we need to learn from blacks. Nazi, please. Check this out. You know how we say ninja, please? They say Nazi, please. Kennedy said, joining in on the fun. Yo, Lisa, she's just all about the jokes, ain't she? Thank God you did a hard eye there, she said. Gutfield replied. So Gutfield, the guy, he said, thank God you did a hard eye there. He replied, I'm not even sure where to start. Actually, yes, I am. The fuck is a hard eye. The fuck is a hard eye. Exactly. What the fuck is a hard eye? Gutfield apparently stretched himself so hard to come up with this joke that he doesn't even realize the hard letter concept doesn't work with those words that are already in vowels. Sorry, that's a grammar nerd in me, being almost more offended than I am as one of the blacks. And do you know that even when you say the blacks, like you say black people, okay, but when you start saying the blacks, do you know that that's kind of derogatory? I mean, I'm just saying, like, it feels weird. Like when I hear people say, hey, the blacks want something to eat. Hey, man, why'd the blacks do that? That's kind of like cringeworthy for black people. I'm just letting y'all know. So when you hear people say the blacks, I've had to correct Vietnamese people that have said the blacks. And I've said, wait, don't whatever you do, don't say that around a black woman. Don't say the blacks. That sounds like you're turning people into a thing, an object. The blacks. The blacks. Let's continue to read. Secondly, let's get something straight. Black people reclaimed a slur that was, this is what they're saying. Black people reclaimed a slur that was used against us simply because we're black. That's what the guy was saying. MAGA supporters are being called Nazis, not because most of them are white, but because of their seen hatred for non-white minority groups. Their passionate white nationalism, the fact that their president couldn't even be inaugurated without Nazi salutes making headlines, the fact that their president has spent his entire second term dabbling in Hitler Esquire, and of course, the fact that literal Nazis keep aligning themselves with the MAGA movement. MAGA's conservatives cling to the Confederate flag, seemingly unaware that it's essentially the American swastika, and that they wonder why everyone keeps calling them Nazis. They're getting offended by the particular N-word while cheering on President Donald Trump and ICE for throwing people into concentration camps, which is what detention centers are once you start disappearing people there without due process or formal charges. So, of course, the concentration camps, and they're saying, this is all part of the ICE plan. And once you start throwing people in there, and that's all part of that whole little plan. Boss Lady, thank you for the $9 super chat. I appreciate you, Boss Lady. It's good to see you, Boss Lady. We're not going out of our way to call you people Nazis. So, a black person said to them, we're not going out our way to call you guys Nazis or my Nazi. You're basically calling yourselves that. Lastly, how about leave black people out of your clannish shenanigans? Notice black people were not even the topic of the segment until Gutfield went out of his way to evoke us as Kennedy gleefully took his cue. Lisa Kennedy, she took his cue. Their joke wasn't just juvenile. It was transparently their passive-aggressive ways of oppressing their anti-blackness. You guys, I don't know, man. I don't know. This shit is just so crazy. Dodo, I'm sharing with you some of the stuff that goes on here in America. You guys, Dodo is from the UK. Yesterday, she let us know. Dodo, you see, this is some of the stuff that goes on here. And I'm sharing this with you so you can see. Generation X say, who is the older black Rick James looking mug? I don't know what you're talking about. Generation X, the last time you came in here, you seemed to be okay. But if you're coming in here with negativity, I'm probably going to have to block you. That's all I can say. You can't say you're Generation X and you're acting like Generation not. So please come in here with some positivity. I don't know what you meant because you guys never finish full sentences. You just say random bullshit and none of it makes sense. Dodo said, how do you answer to someone, by the way? Well, you definitely don't want to. You could say black people, Dodo. You can say African Americans if they're in America. You can say black people if you're in the UK. We're not offended with black people. But when you say the black, think about it, Dodo. If I was saying the white or the Asian, that just sounds kind of weird. In the comments, we're people in the comments. There's black people in there. So we're just people. Like we're just people. You don't have to say the black people when we're in here because we all know we're black. Dodo, so if you want to address somebody in there, just address them by their name is probably better. But I'm just saying in general, if you're out and about, Generation X, you can get your ass blocked. Because you're not a Generation X. That's the title of my album. You ain't no Generation X speaking that way. You're a generation of dummy. That's what you are. That stupid ass shit. You must have woke up and smoked a little weed. And that's why you came in thinking you're a comedian today, too. So Rebel said, hey, do you remember Turk, the gorilla from... Nah, I don't. What's the point, though? So Rebel, what's up with that? Generation X, the fuck up out of here, Generation X, with that bullshit. Fuck you think you are. How you positive one day, you dumb fucking, and the next day you not? Melody say, I miss you, family. Appreciate you, Stone. Melody, thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you. Like always. I think if you rock with me, you rock with me. But if you come up in my motherfucking channel and you saying stupid shit, I'm going to block you. I don't care if you've been rocking with me for 3 months. Say some stupid shit and I'm blocking you. So rebel. You see, you wonder why people think black folks is clowns and shit, and they use these terms that we monkeys and we clowns. Y'all do this monkey shit. Look at this shit you do. We on here trying to have a positive conversation. Y'all motherfuckers coming here with the monkiest of monkeyest shit. Oh, I laugh, trust and believe, but I don't need you to make me laugh. Make yourself laugh. I laugh when I need to, Soul Rebel. I don't need you to make me laugh. What I need you to do is understand the shit I'm saying and make your community better by saying positive shit. That's what I need. It ain't funny. Block Soul Rebel. The fuck up out of here with that bullshit, motherfucker. Who the fuck do you think you are, nigga? And I'm going to say that, my ninja. Fuck up out of here with that bullshit. All right, don't block him. One more chance, and that's fucking it. I ain't playing games with you, man. You can block what they say. Don't block them yet. But I ain't here to play no motherfucking games with you, man. I'm 55 years old. I ain't here to play no games. I might look like a youngster, but we're not up in here doing it, bro. We're here educating our community. So don't come up in here with no garbage, family. God damn. This is why we get called clowns. Y'all wonder why white people say some of the shit they say about us? This is why. You can call me uncle. Don't be condescending either with that bullshit. I might be old enough to be your uncle. I'll take that shit. Yeah. Now, let's get back to the shit we was talking about. Go ahead and block Soul Rebel, because Soul Rebel's a little asshole. So go ahead and block that peanut-headed little motherfucker indefinitely. Goodbye, peanut-headed motherfucker, you. Go learn somewhere else. Keep repeating the same shit you do. Dumb shit. Stupid ass motherfucker. Mika, hey Mika, did you see what's up my Nazi, that shit they running? That shit crazy, right? Mike, is it Mike? Mike crazy as shit. Okay, let me finish reading. Let's go back into reading this shit. Oh man. But again, blending racism and childishness is all part of Fox News brand. Just last week, Kennedy responded to Representative Crockett saying surging popularity and criticism of Trump by calling Crockett beastly and a mental deficient. I just talked about that earlier. And a dum-dum. Big ugly cock-a-poo-poo head. Wow, she called a big ugly cock. Wow, damn. Last one up, but don't act like you had any problem believing it. They're not journalists over at Fox News. They are schoolyard bullies. And I mean like preschool, maybe kindergarten. Dang, she called her big head cock-a-poo-poo. Boy, they think we some nappy-headed, just peanut-headed, nappy-headed folks. Low bottom of the barrel folks. Nappy-headed, nappy-rooted. Any name they can use to disguise how they really feel by saying it, so it's really not disguising it. It makes them feel good. Ivan said, yo, Paxton, what's up? Another day, bro. Brother Ivan, we here, right? We are here another day, man. I'm thankful to be here. I'm thankful to see you, brother. Mike said, ignore them clowns. Absolutely, Brother Mike. Brother Ivan, thank you for stopping in. Listen, here's the truth. You see the shenanigans? Fox TV seems like they hired the right people to do the wrong shit. I think they're all about the ratings, but they seem to find these people who really have an issue with black people who are in prominent power and who speak well. Dodo, I'm supposed to be coming to England later on this year, maybe October, sometime to perform, or November. That's what they're trying to get me to do. I should have been there in spring, but so much was going on. That didn't happen because I just had other stuff I had to get done first. Do you guys see what we are dealing with every day as a community? This is why the Friday night fish fries are going to be important for our community to adjourn and speak of the things that we need to do. Ivan said, what's up, everyone? Ivan saying, what's up to everybody in the chat room, you guys? Dodo, I will definitely let you know. This is why it's important. What I love about the Asian community, the Hispanic community, is they speak to each other. They have camaraderie. They will support each other. They will live together to build and then break off and buy their own houses, property, whatever they need to do. We have to get back to those sort of things. We have to first get back, and Jews do, oh yeah, and Jews do it. If you're Jewish and you come to America, this is what I love about Jewish folks. If you're Jewish and you come to America and you want to start a business, they already have a fund set aside to fund their people. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine having a community support you, your community support you in that way? Isn't that beautiful? CC, Dodo said send the link. I don't know what link she's talking about, but she wants you to send a link. Might have to do at Dodo, hashtag her and put it in there or something more. I think the link's above, Dodo. Can you guys imagine? Can you just imagine that sort of support in the black community? Can you imagine as a black person, you pack your bags and you move to anywhere in the world and you can call up a black organization and go meet with them and they give you the funding money to start up your first business. This is what the Jewish community does. Malara said, yes, I love the Asian and Indian community because they support each other and never speak bad about each other. I wish I could emulate. No, Malara, they speak bad about each other. Trust me. I got a lot of Indian friends. I got a lot of, they do. They'll speak bad about each other. Trust me. It'd be shocking me. But they will come, they'll speak bad, but still go right out and support that person. Arabic community absolutely supports each other. They'll say, they won't like talk crazy about a person, but they'll have their little things they'll say. But they'll still go and support them, though. Here's the beautiful part about how they operate. They will still support their people. But can you imagine, in a perfect world, let's just imagine, African Americans saying, I want to leave Houston. I want to go to Vegas and start a business. I don't have to worry about bringing a whole bunch of stuff. When I get there, there's a black organization. I can stop and talk to them. They already got funding. They're going to help me and my wife start my business. Can you imagine how powerful that would be? Malara said it's good to support each other anyway. Johnny Cash, the immigrant families commonly did that coming here. Italians too. Yes, they got it together, Brother John. They support each other. Our last supporting of anything was Black Wall Street. When Black Wall Street ended for black people, that was it for us. It seemed like that was the demise of the black community coming together. Even here in Vegas. If you ask me where the black side of town is, I'll take you there. And the first thing you're going to say is, where's all the black businesses? Literally, you'll drive by, it'll be one little strip, one little section of buildings. I say, oh, there go the black businesses right there. There are black businesses in Vegas, but they're not in the same area. Like you go to Chinatown, all black, most Chinese people will be in Chinatown, or Filipino people, Filipino or Korean. They all literally kind of be in the same area. Koreatown is here. They got their areas, but mostly most of the Asians will be in the same area. You can go to the Latin side of town, Mexicans, they'll have all their stores. Go to the black side of town in Vegas. Come to Vegas and ask me where the black side of town is, where the black businesses are. And you're going to laugh. I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying that to show you something. Lisa saying something to Cambodian Mystique and CC. Auntie Mickey said, it's unfortunate that the black community still holds that crabs in the bucket mentality. Yeah, we don't want to see each other. In the black community, one of our problems is we don't like to really see each other do well. Now, we've all fought with that. Even myself, growing up, mostly as a young guy. If I knew somebody was doing something that I was trying to do, I wasn't trying to support them. That's when I was young. Dodo said, is America still that bad that race is still needed to be brought up? So, yes, it is. UK is too. Dodo, you know how many videos I've watched? Maybe I should play some videos of you of stuff that's happening in the UK. Dodo is acting like this shit don't happen, y'all. Dodo, that happens right there where you're at. I got friends in the UK. I can show you videos of the police beating down black people in the UK. I love you, Dodo. But it happens in the UK too. Oh, believe me, it's in the combo in the UK. Dodo said it's not in the combo. Dodo, we like you here because you make the conversations even more interesting. Time said, Stone and family, hope all is well. Stay consistent, healthy, and blessed. An awesome weekend. Be safe in your travels today and every day, God. Time has chimed in like he always does to bless us and send blessings to all of us like he always does. Time, we'll say this to you. We appreciate you, brother. You be safe. We all love you here. And you be safe when you're in the car, you're leaving the house, you're in the house, be safe. Blessings be upon you at all times, my brother. Dodo says more Muslims than Christians. Yes, we know for sure, Dodo. We know. I am Uda J is more like lost indigenous natives who are dark skinned. The label needs to go. I am UTJ. Yeah, I agree with you, UT. I agree with you. I can't say I'm in having an indifference with you on what you said. That's true, and I 100% agree. Lisa Caffey said, "Hey Stone and Shar chat, glad I caught your live. I've been on vacation working and listening. Lisa, we appreciate you. You know who we haven't seen? Scorpio has been Scorpio, I don't know. Scorpio might be busy working, but wherever you are, Scorpio, we miss you and blessings to you. Auntie Mickey said, here in America, it's not about religion so much as race. Exactly. You hear what Auntie Mickey said? Here in America, race is talked about more than religion, believe it or not. Silent Money Productions said, because we are still conditioned to pull each other down and not support each other. Dolores Draper said, facts. The Mexicans do too. They stick together. It would be 15 to 20 people in one house. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Mexican folks are smart as shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I got family members that are Mexican. I got family members that are Asian. Mexican people are smart as shit. Period. They know how to work together. Period. Black folks can learn something from these different communities. We can learn something. Old Dirty Cosmo says, thank you, Time. Lisa, all links are in blue. They only offer an option to report the comment with the... Okay. Dodo said, is it the police or society in general? It's the society, it's some of the society, and some people think it's the police. Some people think it's the police because there's been a lot of police brutality here in America. It was really bad for some years. It's kind of tapered off now. Not as bad as it was, but it was for a while. You know what I mean? I have police officer friends. We've talked about this. You know, John Cash had great work ethics too. Auntie Mickey said Mexicans are extremely hardworking. They are, man. Listen. I don't let nobody talk about Mexicans. I just be like, man, y'all can say what y'all want to say. You ain't gonna outwork them. That's why I be telling people about me as an artist. I say, y'all can talk all the shit y'all want. You're not going to outwork Stone Paxton. It ain't going to happen. You ain't going to outwork me. It's not going to happen. And I feel the same way about Mexican folks. Nobody's ever going to outwork them because they know how to work together. They have a unwritten rule with each other. They will not go against the legacy and the sanctuary of what their people historically has had to do to win. They're going to win, and they're going to respect each other to win. And that's, if we had that, we would be good. J Rabbit, family, what's up? This is one of my longer going members here, J Rab. What's up, family? You just renewed your members only, your membership. This is one of my longest going members and one of the producers in my camp, J Ravage. Cool young man, intelligent, sharp, man. Good young brother right there. We appreciate you, Jay Ravage. Dolores said, I didn't even know Vegas had a Chinatown. Not being disrespectful, but I like to go when I get there. Yes, there's a Chinatown here. If you ever want to find me, that's usually where I'm at, in Chinatown. I'm always eating some of the just great food, man. And then I also support the few black businesses when you pass by the little 4 buildings on the black side of town, which is basically none. We need the black communities to flourish like the Asian communities and the Hispanic communities. Hispanic communities have big stores. The Asian communities have their own big grocery stores. They're feeding their community. Lisa Caffey said, if we'll make room for you, and she said, if we'll make room for you, and once it makes room, you dance. That's what I say, because Lisa is dancing over here, smooth and buttercream, and providing care to individuals with intellectual. Lisa, thank you for caring for the disabled, Lisa. And send our love. Play that Happy People Play that Love on the Dance Floor for them. Get them up dancing, Lisa. Get them up dancing. Time. Have a wonderful weekend, brother. We appreciate you. Silent Money Production said, because they know how to get it done as a race, Latinos. They really do. We can, listen, as African Americans, I promise you, if we can come together and look at what Asian people have done. Well, first of all, let's look what our ancestors has done. Let's not be confused, because we've done this before. Let's go back and look what our ancestors have done in the past. And then let's reapply that to the future. Let's apply that to the future. Right? We had Black Wall Street. We had stores. We had businesses. They demolished what we had. But it doesn't mean that we can't do it again. Dodo said, I just don't get how black people can still not feel even with white people in the U.S. in 2025. It's quite sad. Now, don't get me wrong, Dodo. We coexist with white people. But there's a hidden agenda here in the U.S. And it's gotten worse the last, what would you say, Auntie Mickey and you guys? Hasn't it gotten worse the last maybe 6 years? It's gotten worse. We coexist with white people in America. It's going back to that good old boy network vibe. Dodo, it's really going back to what it was like in the 50s. The energies of that are back in the air. It's back in the air. That energy is back in the air. Lisa said, sorry, your gift will make room for you. Thank you, Lisa. So, Dodo, we coexist with Caucasian Americans. We don't have any problem with that. But there's an energy that's back in the air that they are going back to. They're going back to that essence of that. It's an air. It's like when you walk out of your house and you can feel something bad is about to happen, or on this, like everything is dark in your neighborhood and you can't see nothing but shadows and you feel like something weird's about to happen. It's that kind of air that's in the air. John Cash said DEI was canceled. Exactly. Listen, let me tell you, Dodo, they start taking down important national sacred monuments that were connected to African American history. They start putting up back up these racist statues where it connected to the Confederacy, which is connected to, a lot of racism and black people being hung. They've done a lot of things to kind of try to put the clock back. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, and people are saying what they're saying, African Americans. Auntie Mickey said it's definitely gotten worse, but they can't get away with the fact that this country would crumble without black dollars, and that's a fact. Damaged Kisses said, and excusing it as freedom of speech. Yes. And they're doing things and calling it freedom of speech, Dodo. You heard what Damaged Kisses said also? And Auntie Mickey, Dodo said, there in England is the same. It will kick off really bad really soon. Now, did y'all hear what Dodo said? I want y'all to hear what Dodo just said. Dodo just said the air in England is the same. Will kick off really bad really soon. Now, Dodo, you just asked me about 14 clicks ago, why is it like this in America? But you just admitted right here that the air in England is the same and will kick off really bad really soon. Come on, work with me, Dodo. I was telling you, ain't no difference in England. Silent Money Production said, we are so busy worried about ourselves as individuals rather than our race as a whole. Yeah, Silent Money, we think it's the over-the-shoulder effect, I call it, right? We feel like as long as we don't look over our shoulder, it's not going to bother us. But we're not understanding it bothers us as a race, as a whole. We're like this. Don't look over your shoulder. If you don't look over your shoulder, it won't happen. That's just that one black person. It's going to happen to them, but not me. We're forgetting that if it happens to that one, it can happen to us all. Brother CC Funk 1. It can happen to us all. So when you hear Fox News, that Lisa lady and then the guy on there making jokes, talking about they're going to use the word my Nazi because black people have appropriated the word my ninja. And they're saying that Greg Gutfield and that Lisa Kennedy are saying, oh, it's the same thing. Black people been calling each other. They've learned to take that word and appropriate it and kill the value of it and kind of lessen the harshness of it, so we can start saying, they can start calling us my Nazi. They call each other my ninja. How, they can call us. Ain't nobody about to call y'all my Nazi. Y'all really think people gonna start calling y'all that? What is this? It's more of a joke. I get it. But where did that fucking stupid shit even come from? Auntie Mickey, I told her that yesterday, Auntie Mickey. I don't know if you was on there when Dodo was on here. I've traveled to the UK over and over again. I've seen it with my own eyes when I perform. I've been there over and over again. She said, Dodo said, nah, most towns have white and black unite. Dodo, I love your innocence. I love your innocence. I really do. Dodo said, you have, I don't know if Dodo's talking to you or me, Auntie Mickey, but Dodo, I know what's going on in England, sweetie. I've been there more than enough. I got family that's there. I got close friends that are there. Oh, I know what's going on. I can, matter of fact, I'm going to try to bring one of my buddies from the UK on live, my partner. I want you to go look up my company. It's called Brand Artist Coalition. And I want you to go through my staff. Go through my staff and look at my guy in the UK. He's a prominent guy in the UK. I want you to look at his name and look at, that's one of my guys in the UK that works for my company. He's a division that covers all my vinyl in the UK. Oh, I know what's going on in the UK. Auntie Mickey might not, but she's not stupid. She does know what's going on because it goes on everywhere. Silent Money say, me too, I've been there 3 times. It happens in the UK. I love Dodo's innocence. Dodo says, Stone knows. Auntie Mickey said, we don't need to know, Dodo. You just told it yourself, Auntie Mickey said. Godfrey said, been to England in 2023 in Liverpool, fun city. I love Liverpool. I love Liverpool. I love Essex. I love Liverpool. I will say one thing. There is a kindred relationship with blacks and whites in the UK. They do get along better than the ones here in the US. I can honestly say that. I've seen more people in the UK have more black friends, more white people in the UK have more black friends than the ones in the US. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen the relationships and how they get along. But is there still that stereotype? Let me share something with y'all that you guys don't know. Okay, let me educate y'all to something. Check this out. In the UK, when we are breaking records, now watch this. I'm telling you what I know. So I'm going to share with you some of the racist stuff. And some of my people that might see me on YouTube might get upset, some of the DJs, for me sharing this. But I got to be honest. Yes, it is Silent Money. It sure is. There was a situation going on with the white DJs and the black DJs in the UK 2 years ago. And it still relatively happens. The white DJs were suppressing the black DJs and the music they get from the US. Now, I'm sharing some shit with y'all that y'all didn't even know, unless you were an artist like me that was servicing music to the UK. Some of the white, not all of them, because I deal with some really nice DJs, but it was an issue with the white DJs against the black DJs in the UK. And I'm not making this up. They were stopping the black DJs from getting certain music, and they were stopping certain things from happening for the black DJs. So certain music of mine, only the white DJs would play and the black DJs wouldn't. Like if I release my funk music, none of the black DJs were playing my funk music. And I'm telling you the truth. But if I'm releasing like soul and neo soul, the black DJs would play that. White DJs would too. But the white DJs would want it first because they feel like they were entitled to get that first. And they were like, they had an attitude about it. This is for real. I'm not making this stuff up. Yeah, Dodo, why? What's so funny, Dodo? I'm curious about that too. Dodo? CC Funk 1 said, wow. Yeah, CC Funk 1, listen, let me tell you some crazy stuff. So I submitted one of my songs for radio play to the UK, to my system of DJs. This white DJ, I'm not going to mention his name, he messaged me back. He said, hey, mate. He says, yeah, you're going to have to take the guitar out of that, mate. Because, yeah, mate, they're not going to play the song, mate. I said, I've never had an issue with them not playing my songs before that had guitar. And he said, yeah, mate. He says, all I can tell you, mate, it's a white boy thing, mate. I still got that email. Do you know it shocked me? Now, I didn't trip out on the dude. I felt like he said, listen, mate, I wish I could tell you something different, mate, but I'm going to tell you, mate, it's a white boy thing, mate. It's just it is. He went back and deleted that comment, but I screenshot it. And I showed it to one of my other white buddies in the UK. I said, bro, he didn't even believe what I was saying. When I told him what was said, he said, no way, bro. Nobody said that to you. I said, really? I said, let me send you the screenshot. I sent him the screenshot of the guy saying that to me. And he was shocked. He said, he's full of shit. I can't believe he said that to you. I said, well, I wasn't mad at him saying it to me. I was more so shocked that he told me there's a group of guys. It's a white boy thing. They don't want guitar. If it's guitar in the record, they're not going to play it. This is what he told me. Scoop Demana said, spit on us, we can take it. What do you mean, Scoop Demana? I don't get it. Scoop Demana, what do you mean? Spit on us, we can take it. What does that mean? Who are we? Are you saying you're white and I'm spitting on you right now with my conversation? Even though I'm speaking to you my truth, what happened was with me. It didn't happen to you. You're not an artist. You don't submit records to radio. You don't know what the fuck is going on. What I just shared was my truth. So don't tell me to spit on us. We can take it. Who the fuck are you? Okay, gotcha. You're black. My apologies. Forgive me. Y'all got to be clear on this YouTube. Y'all can't just come in here saying shit. Tell me where you stand and who you are. Icy Felix said, I noticed black artists are scared to criticize Israel. Is it because majority music executives are Jewish? That's a fact, Icy. Icy, you've just hit on something that's a fact. Especially in the industry, the big ones, they're careful because those checks, you know, the executives are some of the biggest Jewish guys. Now, let me apologize to Scoop Demana. Scoop Demana, I'm sorry about what I just said because I thought you were a white person trying to be funny or just somebody different of another race just trying to be funny on the subject I'm talking about. So I do apologize. Scoop the Money said, they bash us and feel as if we should see it normal because it is for them. Absolutely. That's a fact. TLH for Life said, what's up, big bro? This is Seaway. Seaway, what's happening, family? What's going on, man? It's the word. Godfrey a singer said, or do he mean it's a white boy thing to have guitars in their songs, such as no. Godfrey, initially I thought that's what he was saying, right? Initially, I was like, oh, I feel good, right? Because, I have guitars in my song. I'm a musician. Godfrey said, or did he mean it's a white boy thing? I thought that at first. Solid Money Productions said there are 73 people on there. There should be 73 likes. Y'all, exactly. There's 73 people here. It should be 73 likes. Stop fucking playing with my channel before I start blocking people about my channel. Why y'all playing? It should be hearts and it should be 73 likes. Why y'all playing around, man? Y'all love the information. What are you doing? Just staring? Come on, man. Hit the hearts. That shit don't cost you nothing. If you ain't spending no money on my channel, the least you can do is hit the likes and hit the hearts. So now back to my brother, Godfrey. I thought that's what he meant initially, right? I was like, you know what? But no, I said, so wait a minute. So because I have guitar on it, they're not going to play it. He said, yeah, mate. He said, sorry, mate. Sorry. He said, Stone, I know, I love your music, Stone. I love everything you do, mate. He said, he said, bro, it's not me, though. It's a white boy thing. It's a group of guys. I said, you're fucking kidding me. He said, yeah, mate. So I didn't want to scare him because I didn't want him to stop talking to me, telling me stuff. So I just let him continue to talk to me. And I said, wow, that's crazy. He said, yeah, mate, Stone, you're a great artist, mate. We love all of your music, mate. But yeah, there's a group of guys, mate. It's a white boy thing, mate. That's just what he told me. Yo, that shit had me fucked up. I've never had no DJ tell me that, but I was glad that he was honest enough to tell me that. Della Cap said, everybody in the chat, please hit the like button. Support the channel. Please hit the like button, you guys. I mean, if my people in the chat are telling you to hit the like button, That right there is telling me you guys are not properly supporting, but you come on here every day to hear me talk and then you don't fucking hit the like button or the hearts. Like, what the fuck is that about? I mean, shit don't make no sense. Timothy, welcome, family. Can you just imagine being me and that's the email you get from a DJ? Hey, Stone, mate, we love Stone. We love the single, mate. It's a great, mate, but you got a problem, mate. What's wrong, bro? Mate, they're not going to play this, mate. Well, why not, mate? Because it's got guitar. So what does the guitar have to do with the song? I have guitars in most of my songs. Well, mate, he didn't. Only thing he could tell me was it's a white boy thing. That shit fucked me up. Timothy, oh, you missed some trolls, Timothy. They've been up in this motherfucker. But I shut their asses down like I always do. You know me. Rainmaker say, man, that's crazy. Rainmaker. It's the truth. I screenshot. I didn't want to share this guy's message because I didn't want nobody to really know who he was. I only shared it with one friend that I knew I could trust wasn't going to take it and post it. Because this DJ is actually a nice guy to me, right? So I didn't want to cause him any headache. And the fact that he was being honest with me, I love the fact. I said, because he was honest with me, I can't go online and even mention his name. I'm not going to do it. He was honest with me. He shared some honest inside shit with me that I had no idea about. Old Dirty Cosmo said, I know I keep saying this, but Stone, you really helped turn my life around. You remember how dirty the Sings did me at the jewelry store and how they went wayward despite all of that? You still took. Oh, wow, bro. Oh, Cosmo, I remember. Oh, dang, man. Wow, Cosmo, I do remember that. I'm so sorry. I remember that. Wow, you know what's so crazy? I've been getting a lot of people that remember me from back in the day that have been saying great things about me, and I appreciate you for that. Cosmo, thank you. I remember that. That wasn't cool at all, what happened. Oh, Dirty Cosmo. Hey, Cosmo know me now. Cosmo say these trolls don't want the hands. Cosmo, you remember Cosmo. Cosmo know me, y'all. I had no idea all this time. Cosmo, I know who you are, family. Damn, thank you for following the channel. Thank you for subscribing. And it's good to have people on here that know me too. Mystique will remember you. She used to run my store for me, but I got to tell her who you are. I got to tell her who you are. I have to make her remember. She'll remember when I say it, though. Okay, let me read. Somebody else said something. The Rainmaker said, yeah, at least he was transparent. Yeah, the Rainmaker, I wasn't mad. I was happy that he told me. I was happy he told me. Scoop the Moon and said it's so they probably know it will steal the show. They either love our culture or envious. Yeah, there's just no in between with them. Dodo said state. TLH for life said black belt. Well, you know me too, fam. You know me too. Them walkthroughs. I'll be telling cats, we do walkthroughs over here. Me and my people, my whole circle, we have walkthroughs. So ain't nobody scared of nothing and nobody. We got real live walkthroughs. We do. Hey, y'all got to see Meech walkthroughs. Meech got some cold walkthroughs too. We all my whole team, everybody got walkthroughs. Don't get it twisted. The ladies, the women around us too. Me, Meech, the women, everybody around us got some serious walkthroughs. Rainmaker says Stone is dope. Your ushering, your cursing game is high level like mine. Hey, Rainmaker, yo. Dodo say you seem cool. Just wondering, bro. Oh, you talking to me, Dodo? No, yeah, I'm good peoples. Hey, political trends, political tards. Why are you here? Hey, let political tards stay in here for a little bit. Why are you here, political tards? There don't need for me to be racist. Why? Because I tell the truth. I'm racist. You dumb piece of shit. You a dumb piece of shit. You had to come up in my channel to say I'm racist and don't know shit about me. So enjoy. Sit here. Let's entertain it. Let us hear what you have to say, political tards. The name tells me everything. Political tards. That means you're a political retard. Skelly said, how do you feel about deer caucuses being in the eastbound lanes while heading west, southern part of Skelly, I think you should take that and shove it up your ass. That's what I think. And get the fuck off my channel with that corny ass, whack ass bullshit you're saying. Harry and Law said, what's going down, bro? What's up, Harry? And welcome to the channel, family. Welcome to the channel. We in here just showing love and shutting down the bullshitters at the same time. Targe definitely doesn't want hands. No, Targe don't want no hands. Hey, Seaway, they be thinking they gonna come up and see. Seaway, they got the TLH for life. They got the look twisted. They think they look at black people and they got us figured out and they can come up in the channel and intimidate and say shit and talk stupid shit and we just gonna sit there and deal with it. They can get the fuck up off my channel. I don't have a problem with blocking people. And I don't even have a problem with us doing a walkthrough. If you lived in Vegas, I'd say meet at the motherfucking gym. April said, I had to leave my desk for a few, but I'm back now. Hit that like button. Yeah, Seaway, you know how they are, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Ozzy forever. I love Ozzy Osbourne letters. I love Ozzy Osbourne. I ain't even gonna bullshit you. I'm not gonna hold you on it. That was one of my favorite artists too. Rainmaker says, Stone, out of all the instruments you play, if God said you could only pick one, which one could it be? It would be the guitar. It would be the no shit. I don't know, the piano. It should be October, Dodo. P said, here we go. Get that ass, Stone. Don't come. Yeah. Yo, Pete, you should have seen them today. They've been up in here on some heavyweight ones today, Pete. I'm in here talking about how Fox News, Greg Gutfield and Lisa Kennedy said now, from here on out, they're going to start using my Nazi like black people use my ninja. So they want to use stuff like, yo, what's up, my Nazi? Yo, get out of here, my Nazi. What you say, my Nazi? They're saying they want people to, I know they were joking, but they're saying that black people can appropriate the name ninja. Why can't we do it? Why can't we start using my Nazi? You can use what the fuck you want. We ain't going to be calling you that shit. Icy Felix say, are you connected to the 80s freestyle and R&B, Stevie B and Alexander O'Neal? How did you know I'm connected to Stevie B? I do know Mr. Alexander, too. My uncles went to school with him. And I do know Sadai Garrett. But Stevie B is a close friend of mine. I love Fenders. JH89 Fenders. I have a BB King. I have a BB King guitar that was in his estate that was given to me. And it's made by, I can't remember what kind. I think it's Fender. Godfrey said, I play piano, but I'm left-handed. So I didn't enjoy playing. Man, listen, left-handed people do well on piano and even guitar. The Rainmaker said, Don Gordy, what'd it do? Carl Triplett must have said some weird shit. Carl, no, your mama was in Cameo. She played the keyboard. Your mama played the keyboard, Carl, in Cameo. No, I wasn't in Cameo. I know you're trying to be a comedian, but this is not the channel for comedy startups. That's another channel. Hendrix, yeah, oh, man. Yes, I know Hendrix's sister, and I know the person that had Hendrix's sister's husband had all of his guitars, the ones that she didn't have. The Rainmaker said, I love the guitar and love Life's Frequency. That shit almost trans, like very soothing. Rainmaker, it is. But wait until you see us perform that live, family. Wait until you see us perform that live. Yeah. Wait till you see us perform that live. Yeah, you listen, Seaway. So Fox News got some comedy going on. So they talking about, we're gonna start using my Nazi. If black people can say my ninja and they've made that word, they've killed the value of the word by calling each other that, then we can call each other my Nazi. Well, you know what? You guys are welcome to call each other my Nazi. Y'all can do that. But you ain't gonna see no black folks going around saying that shit. Auntie Mickey said, oh my God, his mama played. Auntie Mickey, they want to come up here and be comedians. We're going to give them some comedy, right? TLH for Life said, we being in the studio with Stone. When being in the studio with Stone, you have no other choice but to be a student. Respect. Thank you, C-Way. TLH for life is somebody that's known me a long, long, long time. Also, this is a brother that's just a good brother. This is a very solid brother, but his walkthroughs with them hands are solid too. He's one of the ones you would underestimate and you will misjudge and you will get a walkthrough that you will never forget. Understand that. Everything that looks like you can just rip it open, those are the ones you need to be careful with. Understand that. But this is a good brother right here. He's an artist, businessman, producer, entrepreneur, good brother, been knowing me a long, long time. So y'all heard what he just said. And it's always good to have people at my channel that know me. It makes me feel good to have people here that have known me for years. It's a little bit different because they know my passion. And when they hear me speaking, for all the people to come on here and be like, man, he's drastic, he's too much. No, these people will tell you, this is how I talk. This is really me. Rainmaker said, your mom played keyboard for Cameo. Yeah, he talking about I'm Cameo. Listen, because y'all didn't see the comment because the moderators blocked it. He say, you Cameo? I'm like, nah, your mama played keyboard for Cameo. Hey, Auntie Mickey said, yes, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. As simple as that. Don't start none, won't be none. Damage Kisser said, I bet it's awesome to be a student in the studio. Listen, nobody leaves my studio without me giving them all the game they need to succeed. Or gear. I'm the kind, like, if I got gear I'm not using, I'll give to my friends or random people that need equipment. I've done it over and over again. But most importantly, I want to see my people do well. I don't want to be the only one doing well. This is why I try to help people. But what happens, because of the mentality of the African-American community, even if you help some black folks, it can backfire. My history with helping my people really has been all the issues I've ever had in my life. And I'm not racial against my own people. I'm just giving you the facts. All the issues I've ever had. Mr. Lee, what Mr. Lee say? Get back to Mr. Lee. Go fuck yourself. How about that? Why don't you go back to, obviously your last name is Lee, so why don't you go back to your country? You really think the black people in America are not even from Africa? Let's have a conversation about that. Mr. Lee just posted, go back to Africa. Don't block Mr. Lee. I want people to see who this Mr. Lee person is. Mr. Lee said to me, go back to Africa. Mr. Lee, you of all people should be the first person to tell yourself to go back to your country. Just like black people are not liked. If the Klan was pulling up today, they're going to take your ass out along with anybody that's minority. Don't think because your name is Mr. Lee, you get passes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even though your community seems to produce a lot of children, you're still the minority. Now, in retrospective, the numbers in China are low on babies. In retrospective, the numbers in Japan are low on babies. So you guys have an epidemic going on because people ain't trying to have babies. There's not enough women in China having babies. There's not enough women in Japan wanting to have babies, in Korea, excuse me. So there's a lot of people in China, but you got more men than women in China. Are you telling me to go back to Africa? Well, I wasn't born in Africa. My ancestors were from. I'm okay with you saying go back, but how about you go back to where you belong? How about we both go at the same time? How about that? Since you want to be a comedian and say something that you think might get me upset. That shit don't bother black people. When you say go back, that shit don't bother us. It really don't. The go back to Africa is the oldest fucking trick in the book, just like the N-word. That shit don't really even bother us. Go back to Africa. We really look at it as ignorance, but it don't get us like, we don't go crazy over, go back to Africa. We don't, that shit don't bother us. We do look at your ignorance though. Go back to Africa. What a word. Does it make you feel good to get on my live and say go back to Africa? Did you feel good? Did it send her adrenaline rush through your body? Did it send chills down your spine? Are you tap dancing around the room and running back and forth laughing? Did it do it for you today? Is it going to make you go to work because you want to say the N-word at work to black people? You goddamn ninja. So you figure I'll get on the channel where the black guy is and say something to him, what you really want to say at work to the black people that you can't say because they're going to smack the shit out of you. So you come on my channel and you decide to say go back to Africa so you could feel good today. Were you the beat up little boy in school? Did somebody take your girlfriend? What's the real story? Melody, thank you for the $20 donation. She said you cooking the trolls today. Stone, great show. Thank you. Yeah, I want to know, Mr. Lee, who took your girlfriend? Or what customer came in your store? You might be a store owner. Hold on, let me guess. Do you own a business? Did some black girls come in and take some hair out your store? Did some black women come in and steal from you over and over again and you don't like ninjas? You can't say it to their face because you know you'd get a lawsuit. But you can every bit of get on YouTube and say to me, go back to Africa, because that just, ooh, you feel so good. That made you and your girl probably sitting next to each other laughing and kikiing. Well, it's not funny. And guess what? It didn't bother nobody on my live that's black. You see, we don't trip off to go back to Africa because we know what that really means is you're bothered with yourself. You're bothered with yourself. Like, we get it. But the go back to Africa play does not work with us. It don't work with us anymore. Now, you put your hands on us. Oh, you're going to remember that shit. IC Felix said, how did you react to the East-West Coast rap rivalry during the 90s? Did you take a side or stay? Listen, during the 90s, IC Felix, I didn't take no side because I dealt with everybody. I stayed out of that shit. I stayed as far as way in conversations as I could. And most of us did. Most of us did. Most OGs in the business, we just listened, but we stayed out of it. Rubina, thanks for stopping in. We listened, but we stayed out of it. Yeah, we did. I stayed out of it. To me, that was the better stake for me to just stay away from it. William Harris said, hey, what's up, Stone? Can you help me promote my cousin's music? He produces and engineers. Let's figure out what I can do to help, William. CC, can you put my email address in this post? CC's going to put my email address in this post. Mr. Lee, we're going to get back on Mr. Lee because he said to go back to Africa. Okay, so Mr. Lee, let's say all black people go back to Africa. Your hair shops, your salons, that weave you sell, the store you have in the black neighborhood. Let's get down to it. Come on, if we're gonna play, we're gonna play, y'all. Being a fan of music and the great artists, then it was hard to watch. Hey, Mr. Lee, let's get down to it. Come on. If we go back to Africa, let's all look at this. Even black folks. Come on, y'all, work with me. Let's all take a moment. Black people, let's say we all leave and go back to Africa. Let's say we all pack our bags today. All the black folks here in America, let's just say we're going to pack our motherfucking bags and leave. Mr. Lee, do you know what's about to happen? See, somebody didn't give you the fucking memo, Mr. Lee. Somebody forgot to give you the memo. I'm sure, Mr. Lee, if you don't have any businesses that are supported by blacks, then your friends do, Mr. Lee. Timothy, you going with us. Don't worry, Timothy, we got you. Mr. Lee, the nail salons, the hair shops, the black products that y'all be pushing, we don't fucking need it. We can crush up berries and juices and put it in our motherfucking hair. Did you know that? That's where y'all got it from. Mr. Lee, do you know if all of us black people were to pack our bags and leave, literally all of us, that the U.S. economy would crash? Mr. Lee, that nice house, bank account you got, car money, if you own a business like I assume, or you got friends, well, you can call that quits, because when we leave, that goes also, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, have you ever been homeless? Because those are things that you can consider if all black people leave the USA. Dolores said, Mr. Lee, what's wrong with you? Don't come with the disrespect. We don't play that disrespect, point blank here. The Rainmaker said, berries and juices. Yeah. Hey, Rainmaker, we got to go back to the berries and juices. Football would be boring as shit. We're going to have a whole bunch of folks, non-black folks playing football. Codis Otis said, no, it wouldn't. Codis Otis said, no, wouldn't, Codis. Be clear, Codis Otis. Since you coming in with what? No, what wouldn't? I don't want to say nothing wrong to you, Codis Otis. So when you come in and make a statement, just say exactly what you're trying to say. Be clear. Finish a sentence, please. Mr. Lee already is homeless. They foreclosed on his double wide. That's why he is angry. Mr. Lee, I deal with a lot of Asian folks. It's hard for me to believe that you're Asian. Asian people usually don't have the time to get online and do stuff like this. So I'm going to say that you're not Asian. I'm going to lean to the fact that this is a made-up channel with the name Lee, and you're not Asian. Okay, Brother William, I got you, family. I'll get back to you. Be patient with me if I don't get right back to you. Ruben Ocampo says, Stone, white people using the culture, how do you see it as an achievement for black people or disrespect? There's two ways I see it. I think it's disrespect if white people don't give credit to African Americans. If they don't give credit to African Americans and say whenceforth it came from or how they got influenced by it, then I have a problem with it. I also have a problem if you say you R&B, right? 100% R&B, then you go and you doing a Man in the Woods album and shit after you done stole black folks' dollars for saying you're an R&B artist. I got an issue with that. Maybe I shouldn't have an issue with that. I really have an issue with our culture being misappropriated and not being disguised as something else and no one telling the truth. And then all of a sudden you look up and somebody's calling somebody the king of R&B and they're calling a white kid the king of R&B. I have issues with shit like that. Malara said, life in general in America will be boring if all black people return to the roots. Yeah, but don't, Mr. Lee, don't get it twisted. I don't believe Mr. Lee is white, is Asian. I believe this Mr. Lee person is white. Asian folks do not waste their time online doing shit like this. I know because I deal with the community. I know because I have Asian people in my family. Silent Money said, if we left this country, it would not last 6 months. But I entertain you, Mr. Lee. I hope you learned something today. But I want you to know one thing. Even if you're white and you believe in your white money, you wouldn't have it if black people leave this country. The economy would crash indefinitely. You think we're having issues with y'all sending Mexican people away? Fuck with sending black people away too and watch what happens. This economy would crash indefinitely. William Harris said, you are speaking facts, R&B, blues, jazz, and even hip hop. Exactly. Mr. Lee, I get it. You might have been hurt by a black person. You might even been beat up. I understand. I got some white friends that were beat up when they were young by black people and they hate them because of that reason. I understand all black people are not alike. I understand there's some black people that were done wrong by white people when they were young. It doesn't mean that all white people are bad either. Wicked said, it would be great if all the ghetto black people would leave. Wicked, starting with you. You might as well jump right on the boat with them, motherfucker, because the statement you made is ghetto. So join in, Wicked, and get the fuck off my channel with the corny ass fucking comedy. Motherfucker, you. Old Dirty Cosmo says the black community has trailblazed in the country. They love to ride our ancestors' waves. Facts. Dolores Draper said, Old Funk lived in Michigan for 4 years in Sterling Heights. Ruben said, our homeland is where we are born. I can't go back where I've never been. We are a mixed race, and it wouldn't be so easy to return to roots if there are any at all. Facts. Most of the roots probably have died off. Godfrey said, I totally dislike Just the Man's of the Woods album, except the album title track, but I understand his versatility. To me, Godfrey, that wasn't no fucking versatility. That motherfucker was letting you know, I'm a white boy, motherfucker, you. I'm a white boy. William Harris say, Lee may be Asian, just raised by, no, I don't believe Lee's Asian. Let me tell you something. I've been on YouTube for years. I've traveled all around the world. Asian people don't mix themselves in non-necessary business they don't have to be involved in, unless they're 100% ghetto Asian folks. They don't. They will not mix themselves with shit that they don't have to. Routine, I do help artists. My moderator, CC, leave the email. If you have any questions and need any help, I consult with people, so you can consult with me. Leave my email address, CC, for Routine. Asian folks do not bother themselves with unnecessary bullshit. I'm trying to tell y'all. They don't. I've spoken on Asian subjects, and Asian people most of them didn't even come in and even speak. And when they came in to speak on the subjects, they spoke in the correct way because they don't waste their energy on that bullshit. Oh, Dirty said, I'll be real with you. Look up the homie tribe of Africa. We are not Africans anymore. This is our land. Oh, Dirty, you're correct. Also, I want to say to my white folks that's crossing through the channel that might be doing this, there is no 100% white folks in America anymore. That shit is long gone. If the Klan was to do a DNA test, and I said this in one of my old videos, there would be less Klan members. Trust me, they would be mad as fuck to find out that most white people's blood are mixed with something else. T-Rex, are you in the market for fine art? T-Rex, get my email address. Not on this live, though. I'll have my moderators put my email address in the bottom and then send me what you got. Little Jackson said it comes up mixed. Lily, there it is. It's going to come up mixed. Like, I dare. Listen, I wish somebody would just be like, yo, let's start. If the Aryan races and clans decided to start doing DNA tests, their memberships would drop by 75%. Period. William Harris say, my cousin produces and engineers. I sent you the information, but I did not include that. I write songs. Okay. Sounds like a plan, William. When I hit you up when I can, I get pretty busy, but don't worry. I will hit you up. You got me on that. This is what I'm going to say. I want any white folks to think otherwise. Go do your DNA test. Anybody coming across here, please do me a favor. Go do your DNA test. I bet you it's not going to say 100% European. Any of y'all come across my channel? Any of you guys? It's going to say Asian. It's going to say Jewish. Just go do it. I dare you to go do. Dodo, even you. Dodo, go do a 33. I think it's 33andMe. Go do a DNA test, Dodo. I dare I've dared all of my white friends to do it. I promise you. And then come back in my comment section. And then I'll pull you on live and we're going to talk about it. Dilly Dan say, hey, Mr. Paxton, great rappers in the house. Hopefully you subscribe to my channel, Dilly Dan. I appreciate you, family, for stopping in. You see, for him to get on here, Mr. Lee, and say, go back to your country. Mr. Lee, go do a DNA test. Or get the fuck up out my channel. And then come back and let me know the results. I'm going to bring you on live and we're going to post it. William said, what's messed up is it's the same for us. I have 8% Irish in my blood. When I saw it on my DNA strand, I was mad as fuck. Not because it was a racist thing, just because I feel like when you're told you're something, and the Asian that's in my family and Hispanics, I was mad because for so many years, my family had said one thing, and it wasn't that. So this is why I'm telling you, I dare anyone that's white. Yeah, fly to Vegas for the challenge, Mr. Lee, if you don't already live here. Exactly, Mr. Lee. Run that DNA test. Let's run it up. And we're going to post your motherfucking shit on here. And then we're going to tell your ass to go back to where you're 80% more of that blood. That's what we're going to do. We're going to tell you then, oh, Mr. Lee, we think you need to go back to that place like you just told me to go back to Africa. Y'all think that, y'all really love that shit. Y'all think that by saying go back to Africa, it just does something to black people. Ooh, we're scared. Go back to Africa. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. Go back to Africa. That is the oldest shit in the playbook. Exactly. He needs to go back exactly where he came from, Depo. Talking about go back to Africa. The Caucasus Mountains. And take all that bullshit with you. All that serial killer shit y'all came with. And all them weird-ass diseases and shit y'all came with. Fucked up the Indian population and shit. Y'all think we forgot? Fuck up out of here, man. Anyway, y'all, listen. Stone Paxton Music and Life, y'all. Listen, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be on here at the same time, 11 a.m. tomorrow. Y'all know what we do, man. We just bring the love. We just bring the understanding. But most importantly, we bring the love of our people so that we can love each other. Catch me tomorrow, 11 a.m., man. Thank you for all my super chats, all my people that tune in. My boy Seaway, thank you, Seaway. My boy, one of my other peoples, man, I can't forget him. My boy from Vegas, my other partner, man. If I forgot you, I'm sorry, brother, but you know, I mean well. Catch y'all tomorrow, 11 a.m. Don't miss it. Be here. We're gonna have another one. We're gonna keep it hot. We're gonna keep it interesting, but more importantly, we're gonna keep our people connected. Peace and love, and I'm out. Talk to y'all tomorrow, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Let's go.